Okay, so this is like the 15th attempt of trying to take a small video here. Um, my little baby girl here, she's not allowing me to make a video without her crying. But it's okay. It's what babies do, and that's what happens. So what I'm trying to talk about today is exactly that right there. That dog right there is trying to get into my yard and harass my goats. It's trying to do more than harass my goats. It's gonna end up it's gonna cause problems. It's either gonna kill a goat or it's gonna severely injure it. I'm at wit's end. I have no idea what to do about it anymore. I've contacted the neighbors. They don't care. I just don't know what to do, and he's going this way, so he's gonna go around, and I'm gonna show you exactly what he's gonna do, because he's just gonna go around to the other side of the property. As you can see, the goats are all on high alert right now. They know that dog bothers them. That dog is just an asshole, and it's gonna cause major problems. So let's go meet him around the way, or her, because it's a female, I believe. Female husky. Let's see, where are you at? Nope, hasn't came around yet. But it comes around on this side of the property, and it goes back home this way. And it's a problem because, you know, these goats aren't cheap. They're pretty darn expensive. My kids play back here, like right now. You know, I kind of left my son out here hanging around just so I could go over here. That dog is aggressive. He has not mauled, but you know, there's a little puppy on the other side. He was kind of just tossing him around like a rag doll. I know he's probably trying to play, but that's a big dog, and he's gonna cause some problems. I'm not being over dramatic. I mean, it is what it is. Predator versus prey here. We all know these goats are not cheap. I mean, there he goes. Here in the area, these goats go anywhere from $400 to $600 for does, for breeding, for doelings. For breeding doelings like these, it's quite higher than that. So I really don't want to take that kind of a loss. Not only that, but we really take care of our girls here. They're kind of, you know, pets, you know. We understand their livestock, but we get emotionally attached to them as well. They have personalities, kind of like a dog, and anyway, that's beside the point. The major concern I was going to talk about is dogs, neighbor dogs, and whatnot, and what are the legal recourses to do. You can't do nothing if they're not inside your property, or if they're not posing an immediate threat. By law, I can't do anything if the dog is just running around like he was right now. Animal rights activists had made it to, even if I harass the dog, I could get charged with like animal cruelty. The only way I could take action is if the dog is actively pursuing one of my goats or one of my animals or children or stuff like that. Your other option is if he is inside an area and he is harassing your livestock or, you know, children, whatever, etc., pets, and that's when you could go ahead and take action. I don't want to really hurt the animal, the dog, but in reality, you got to do what you got to do. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the camera. I'm kind of keeping an eye out for that dog. So what's going to end up happening is that dog's going to end up killing one of these goats, or worse, killing all my goats. They're renters, they're not homeowners, so you know how it goes. I'm not saying anything bad about renters or anything, because I was a renter for a very long time, but the problem is that they're not insured, their dog is not insured. It's just not going to happen around here. I live in a very poverty-stricken community, and so I know that there's going to be nothing, no compensation, no nothing for me. They'll just slip amongst, they'll go rent somewhere else, and that'll be it. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you have this same problem, I have no idea. Just kind of let me know what I could do. I know if that dog comes into my property and actively engages or actively pursues my livestock and or pets, I have every legal right to take care of that animal, and I believe we all know what that means. I mean, you can see my daughter loves these goats, and she's a little baby, and they're just so gentle with the kids. That's why we love them. That's why they could be back here. That's why they could stay in their backyard. And they're just super, super gentle. And it's Lucy girl. Ethel's kind of a little standoffish, but it's kind of who she is. She won't hurt the babies, but she just doesn't really like anything, Of course, you gotta still be careful. It's livestock, whatever. Anyway, I think I got a pretty good video of what's going on. I'll use this as documentation as well for the local PD, or not PD, Sheriff's Department, in case it comes down to that. I really hope not. And if you're one of those people that lets your dog roam around, cage them up, kennel them while you're gone. If your fence does not hold your dog back, build a taller fence, or get rid of your dog, because there's children out there. There's other investments, and it's not right. So do the right thing, don't be an asshole, and keep your dog on your property.